So when I make a pie at home, I just do a pot pie, and that's a pie with no pastry on the bottom, just on the top. For the filling, just chop up some meat or buy cube stewing steak. Cheaper meat's got to be better in this because it's tougher when you cook it quickly, but when you cook it slowly, which is what we're going to do with this, it's got to really melt down and give it a lot of flavour. Put it in there, a little bit of flour. That'll help thicken the sauce.
Then I add some paprika, a little salt and lots of black pepper. Coat the meat in the seasoned flour and add a sliced onion and coarsely chopped carrots.
Put those in. A few anchovies. And that's why I was careful with the salt before. That's got to really give it a lot of body and depth. My grandfather used to make a beef pie and he used to put Worcester sauce in there, and that says the same idea, that slightly intense, salty background flavour. Red wine, a good Aussie Shiraz, nice and full body and strong. A tin of chopped tomatoes, some garlic. Give it a bit of strength. Because I'm not frying it off first, I'm helping it along with quite strong background flavours. Growing up, a meat pie was such an important part of Australian culture. You know, going to the footy on a Saturday, having a hot meat pie, and always with tomato sauce. Give that a stir, the lid on. That's going to take 2 hours in a moderate oven. This place is so eco-friendly, there's even somewhere to get rid of your food scraps, the wormery. A trip to the recycling bin's a lot easier when your surroundings look like this.
I've done my bit to feed the worms, and now my pie filling has finished stewing.
You can see that's thickened, the beef's cooked down as in tender. Put that straight into a pie dish.
Now for the pie crust. I love shortcuts, so I'm using shop-bought pastry.
I find puff is the best with that rich filling. The flakiness of the puff works really well. Roll it out. I like to roll out a block myself rather than buy the pre-rolled sheets because I think with this sort of pie, the pastry should be a little bit thicker. Technically, I should let this filling cool. When you're working with pastry, it's best to have everything cool. The board, your hands, everything. But I don't have time, so I'm just going to put the pastry straight on to that hot filling. Push it down. Then get a knife, hold it up, and then just get the knife like that. This is a very quick way to do a pie. Just the lid. Then a little bit of egg. I just like to use the yolk. I find the colours a little bit more intense. Now, if you're going to freeze that, do it now. Once the filling's cooled, of course. But I'm going to put it straight in the oven, put a couple of holes in it to let the steam escape. And that's going to take about 35 minutes in a hot oven.
In just half an hour, my beef pie is golden.
Oh, look at that flaky pastry. Delicious beef filling.
To go with it, I've made some potato and celeriac mash and a little green salad.
I'm very excited by this. I haven't had a meat pie for a while. I'm going to use a bit of tomato chutney. I'm a little bit more grown up now than having tomato ketchup. Oh, it's so good. It's rare that a taste of your childhood lives up to a grown-up palate, but this is it.